Hi everybody, hope you're doing awesome. Brian Jenkins here with another Arduino tutorial. Now, we've talked a lot about the Arduino IDE, we've talked about the hardware on the board itself, we've talked about powering the Arduino, installing libraries, and a lot of other things, but so far we haven't done a lot of practical hands-on stuff. So today I wanted to change that, and I wanted to give you something that you guys can apply to probably a lot of different projects right away. And you can see the setup right here, and I have it all wired and breadboarded. And what it is I'm going to show you a way that you can expand the output pins of your Arduino. One way to do it. Okay, so in other words, I'm using 3 of the output pins, and I'm going to control, there's 8 LEDs there, 2 of each color. And I'm going to use 3 pins to light up and control 8 LEDs. And the heart of this circuit really is this little black IC right here. I don't know if you can see with all these wires in the way, but it looks intimidating with all the wires, but it's really an easy concept. That black IC is a shift register. And we have the shift register, and then we have our LEDs, and of course we have our current limiting resistors in series with the LEDs. They're 220 ohms, each one in series with one of the LEDs. And of course, we need those. And then, of course, we have the Arduino Uno. We just have a power and a ground, and then the 3 output pins. And now that we know a little bit about how the circuit works, before we go into, looking at the schematics, or talking about the shift register, or what a shift register even is, I want to demonstrate this circuit to you. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the Arduino. So here we see that we're lighting these LEDs kind of one at a time in series, but we're controlling 8 LEDs with 3 output pins. And of course, this isn't just limited to lighting up LEDs. I mean, there's a lot of things you guys can do with this. So now that we see a little bit about what the circuit actually does and how it works, let's take a deeper look at the code and the schematic. So I'm back, and before we get into the code, I want to talk a little bit about shift registers, specifically the one that we're going to use, and also take a look at the schematic so you guys get a better idea of how this thing is wired, because it's really hard to tell by looking at the actual circuit on the breadboard here. So this is the shift register we're going to use, and it's a 40-page data sheet, and there's a lot of things to say about shift registers, but we're just going to give you the 10,000-foot view here real quick about the particular shift register that we're going to use, and a little bit about shift registers in general. Now, there's a couple different types of shift registers. As we can see here, this is a picture taken from one of my old textbooks. And there's several different types, but the one that we're going to be using here is circled, serial in, parallel out. And what it's going to do is it's going to shift in the 1s and 0s of data, 1 bit at a time until there's 8 bits, and then shift it out, all 8 bits all at once, to either light or not light the 8 LEDs. So going back to here, we see this is a data sheet again, and right here, 8-bit serial in, parallel out, shift register. So that's really all we need to know about shift registers for now. Let's take a look at the schematic. Now, here is the schematic courtesy of Fritzing, and I want to leave it up here for a minute so you guys can take a good look. Of course, you can always pause the video, but we have really the heart of this is a shift register right here. We have the Arduino, and this is connected to 5 volts, by the way, not 3.3 volts. Just want to make that clear. The 3.3 volt pin on the Arduino is not used. Okay, and then we have our LEDs and a series of 220 ohm resistors going to the outputs of the shift register. And the cathodes of the LEDs, of course, are grounded.
and then the anodes are connected to the resistors to the shift register. So it's a really simple schematic, really simple concept, and I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like, so in case you want to try this at home. Now let's go on over and look at some code. So now here we are looking at the code for this, and the code isn't very long, but if you're new to Arduino and programming, there are some things here you may not understand. So because of that, and to avoid confusion and information overload, I'm going to take a look at the code kind of from a distance. I'm not going to go into any super duper detail about some of these things because some of this stuff we'll cover in other tutorials eventually. So we start out just by declaring a couple integers, and these are the pin numbers of the Arduino: 9, 11, 12, and then we have a 100 millisecond delay here, and these are going to be used to control the shift register. And then we have a byte, LEDs, we set that to 0. Now here we kind of wrote our own function, and that's something that you might not be familiar with. It is possible to write your own functions, and we see the digital write function, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with if you've been working with Arduino for more than a few minutes. But then we see this other function here, shift out, that some of you may not be familiar with. So the Arduino reference is a great indispensable tool. And then here you can see it'll give you some information about this function. I went ahead and I added some comments. And what it does is it shifts out a byte of data 1 bit at a time. Now, data pin, which is pin 12, is a pin on which to output each bit. And then clock pin, which is pin number 9, is the pin to toggle once a data pin has been set to the correct value. Then we see here this LSB first. That's a keyword. And LSB stands for least significant bit. So it's the rightmost bit in a string of ones and zeros or a binary number. And MSB stands for most significant bit. And here, this is just the bit order. And we're telling it, look, shift out the least significant bit, or LSB, first. And then finally, the value at LEDs, or LEDs rather, that's the value, that's the data to shift out. And then we do another digital write here, and we're making latch pin high once we're done. So that's that function. And we jump into setup. And in setup, all we're doing is setting these pins, latch pin, data pin, and clock pin, as outputs. And the pin mode function simply sets a pin as either an input or an output. So that's all we need to do in setup. Then we jump into the loop, and right away we call the function we wrote here. And we have a small delay, so we can actually see these things light up, so it doesn't look like they're on all the time, because if it's too fast, you won't be able to actually see the LEDs turn on and off. And notice here how delay is a built-in function, as a lot of you probably know, but I used the variable up here, delay. And I capitalize it, because if I would have not capitalized it, if I try to compile that, I'll get an error. So just be careful if you're doing something like this. Maybe I could have called it time delay or something else. It would have been probably a little bit less confusing. But I know the difference, and I just want to let you know to be careful here. So now we have a for loop, and we're going to jump into a for loop, and we're going to use an index I, set it to 0, and then increment I from 0 to 7. And then we come in here with this other built-in function you may not be familiar with, bit set. And this sets, and by set it means to write a 1, okay, to a bit of a numeric value, or numeric variable, I'm sorry. And then LEDs is the variable whose bit we're going to set. And then the I is the index, so it's going to count 0 through 7 as we move through the for loop. So we're going to start at 0, we're going to set it, we're going to update the shift register, call the function again, and then delay, and then come back through the for loop 8 times. And then that's what's going to turn on the LEDs, kind of one at a time. So again, The code, if you haven't been working with Arduino for a while, some of this could be a little confusing, but I just wanted to quickly go through the code and show you guys how it works. And again, remember, the Arduino reference is a great indispensable tool. I mean, here we could find out all about the shift out function. Here we have the bit set function. And, if you needed to look up any of the other functions too, we use digital write or pin mode or delay. You could find those on a reference. Until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Go out there and make some.